So on your paper, you're going to want to add this, adding integers with the same sign. Go ahead and write this problem, -7 plus -6, all right? To solve this, write this down, and you please pause the video if I'm going too fast. Step 1, add the absolute values of the integers. If we have not gotten to absolute value, it just means how far is it from 0. So -7 is 7 away from 0. -6 is 6 away from 0. And we keep the plus sign. So we're adding 7 plus 6 to get us 13. Then it says use the sign of the integers in the answer. So if I look up here, this was a negative and this was a negative, so I keep that sign. It'll be a -13. Okay? It's kind of like saying I owe someone $7 and I also owe them $6. So I now owe them $13. Right? Pause the video, try 1 and 5 on your paper. So if we use the same steps, if we add the absolute value, so the absolute value of -1 is 1, plus the absolute value of -5 is 5. It's just the positive version of each number, okay? I add them and I get 6. If I notice, this has a negative, this has a negative, so the answer has to have a negative. Okay, I owed someone $1, then I owed them another $5. Okay, looking at 5, this time they're both positive. This works just like you think. The absolute value of 3 is still 3. The absolute value of 7 is still 7. So I can add them just like normal to get my 10. Okay, try the ones on your paper and then come back for part 2. So part 2 just has them with different signs. We're still adding, but this time we're doing different signs. So this time it's like I have $4, but I owe somebody $6. What's my answer? All right, these are the steps we use. Using the absolute value of both integers, this time I subtract though. When they're different, I subtract. So I have a 4 and a 6, okay? So I'm going to flip them in the right order for subtraction for me. 6 minus 4 equals 2. So I have this 2. I'm going to write that down here. Use the sign of the bigger number. So 6 has the bigger absolute value. So it's going to be negative because the 6 was negative. And that makes sense that I owe somebody $2 now. Okay? Pause the video. Try 7 and 12. All right, let's go ahead and try it out. I noticed that they are different integers and they're being added, so I'll have to do a subtraction. So I know I have 8, and the absolute value of -4 is just 4. So they're already in the right order. 8 minus 4 is 4. And then let's see what signs I have. This doesn't have one, so it's positive. This is negative. 8 is the bigger absolute value, so it'll stay positive like the 8 was. And I always think about it as money. You can think about it as temperature. It's 8 degrees above 0, and then it drops 4. It went down to 4 degrees. Okay? Try your next one. 2 plus -6, they're different signs, so I'll subtract. The absolute value of 2 is 2. The absolute value of -6 is 6. I'm going to subtract, so I need to flip their order so that I can do the subtraction. 4, right? And then I keep the bigger sign. So if I look up here, 2 is the positive, 6 is the negative, 6 is farther from 0, so it'll be a -4. Again, you can use the money idea. I have $2, but I owe $6, so I really owe just -4. Or I'm at 2 degrees and then it drops 6. Where did I end up? Okay, go ahead and try the ones that are on your paper.